We had a marvelous time. We shared interests that were like so similar, it was scary. I mean, it was unbelievable. I was at the grocery store. I was house painting. I was at OCC. And I remember, the way I remember it, you told me, you got a hell of a future in this business. It's just not here right now. It would be almost irresponsible for me to take and put forth you in front of the general manager because you've only got a little college behind you. And I said, it doesn't matter, man. I did it. I accomplished it. I got an interview at a major market radio station. And you didn't just dust me off. We had lunch. You listened. I listened. We had a great time. And then somehow within the next couple of days, maybe even the same day, you called me to say, hey, my all-night guy is always screwing up and screwing me. Is there any way you can come down and do the all-night show for me? And it was, I will name the guy, was Brent Wilson. Do you remember Brent Wilson?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Am I
Although
correct?
I'm going to deny saying he screwed me up. I would absolutely agree that I called you to do the all-night show. I'm going to deny that I ever said Brent was screwing me up.
Well, I didn't mean to, I throw around words loosely, like screw up meaning called in sick or something like that.
Or fall asleep.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I know that you've
he'll
seen that
deny
happen.
no matter what. Such a man of class, he always was.
I know.
Until you get him on
But
the
I'm going
island.
to take the order. I'm going to take the story from there for a moment because that is absolutely true.
Yep.
That I call Ken and say, why don't we do an on-air audition? We'll do it on the all-night show. Virtually nobody's listening. Certainly, relatively nobody was listening. And let's just do a dry run there. And I, to this day, 49 years later, regret not recording that all-night show because you were totally free-form. Because I didn't tell you to do anything. I said, let's just keep the station on the air and let's do something for 6 hours. And you just ran free-form, not even knowing the rules. And it was one of the most marvelous 6 hours I've ever heard on radio. Do you agree with that, Buzz?
I do. Can I interject something here? Because the next morning when you came in, I stayed up that night and listened to his show. And I agree with you that he really resembled, in his approach to everything, Paul Greiner. And the next morning when I saw you, the first thing I said to you was, Don, you got to hire this guy. I mean, and I had to go tell, I think it was Bart Walsh was our general manager at the time. And I went into him and said the same thing. And he's looking at me like, you're a sales guy. What do you know? Well, I know good radio and I know good presentation when I hear it. That's what I know.